Hey everybody, it's your old pal Brian Hunt. Welcome to another episode of 60 Seconds of Risk. And today I have the distinct pleasure of having Grace Dowd with me. Grace is Grace, why don't you explain what you do?
I am a licensed clinical social worker and I operate a mental health practice in Austin, Texas. We work with depression, anxiety, trauma, and other mental health situations.
Yeah, and obviously the past 3 years, especially the pandemic, we've all been sort of dealing with some stress and isolation and loneliness, and that's across all sectors. And I think construction has definitely been sort of impacted by this because construction historically has been sort of a, tough it up, be strong, and people have been afraid to say hello or say thanks or ask for help. I mean, when you do your practice, I'm curious, what have you been seeing the past couple of years as far as what are people doing? What are those issues that they're having to need some help with? So,
Certainly, yeah. So you run into a lot of issues with burnout, whether that's work-related burnout or coping with managing a lot of different stressors, work, life, home. Also seeing generally a loss of community. So people are feeling that more isolated and even out of the pandemic and trying to reestablish a sense of community. You've got more people that may be working from home or may have lost certain contacts during that time. And so that leads to situations like depression, just a general lethargy or dissatisfaction with the way things are going in life and feeling more aimless and despondent.
So if somebody's sitting here watching this and they're thinking, man, you're hitting home on a lot of things. I mean, what are the suggestions you might have to somebody and I think I'm a big fan of Scott Galloway. He talks about this as far as people, depression, especially young men, no sense of community, no sense of being involved. I mean, he suggests join a church league or something, whatever. I mean, if someone's looking for some help, what are some suggestions you might be able to provide?
I certainly think reaching out for community or trying to tap back into community, I think everything starts with awareness. So even just recognizing, hey, this is absent in my life. A recent study found one of the main markers for depression was a lack of a sense of community and belonging. Yeah. And you may have people who go to work and they may say, hi, how are you? But not really have that deep sense of, oh, this person knows me, they get me, and I can talk to them about things. Yeah. And so, I forgot your question. But,
as far as suggestions,
suggestions. Yeah. So looking at, what are the maybe opportunities for community that I can find? I really think reaching out to a licensed mental health provider, even if for a short amount of time, would be really helpful. Even if it's just for 4 to 6 sessions, just to get that assessment done, get some recommendations, and maybe see if there is something, is it situational or is this more of an underlying long-term situation that needs to be addressed, is really helpful. And then not being afraid to reach out for help, whether that's to a friend, a colleague, or a therapist, and looking at just that holistic picture. Am I moving my body? Am I getting sunlight? Am I drinking enough water? Am I eating healthy things? So those are kind of some of those foundational elements: community, therapy, and then taking care of ourselves.
Amen. Absolutely. Thank you so much for this. It's been helpful. Anybody out there, again, if you've been needing help, you need to talk to someone, reach out to Grace, reach out to at least a licensed therapist. I'm going to tell you, over the past 3 years, I've had some friends who have died prematurely. It hit me pretty hard. So having someone to talk to has been helpful to me over this every couple of months or years, whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid to ask and look for some suggestions, some help. So until next time, this is Brian Hunt. I'm going to be posting this on LinkedIn as I always do, and you obviously see if you have a comment or person you want to see, please let me know. You can also find these links on Substack, Twitter, and you can also subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Until next time, everybody. Thanks.